guys, it's Lynn again with Littlefoot Nursery, and I am here with baby Clara. She is my Levi sculpt by Bonnie Brown. Her reborn artist is Melissa George, and she is just so super cute. She's a newborn size baby, and she wears newborn clothing. She's in this really cute romper by Mayoral, and I wanted to get her changed. The weather is still pretty warm here in Southern California, but it's starting to cool down at the nighttime. And I have this really cute sort of long, kind of like a sleeper, footless sleeper romper, long sleeve romper from Janie and Jack. It's made with this like pink. It's this pink quilted material with this little white bow. And I thought I would put it on Clara because I just think pink suits her so well. Like pastel colors look beautiful on her. And is she my only blonde baby? I think she might be my only blonde baby. So she's pretty special, in my nursery that way. So yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and change her just because it's been a little while since I've changed this baby girl. And I wanted to chat about a topic that was inspired by a comment I got on a video. So someone had asked me the question, and I know this has been talked about before, but how important are like accessories, kind of all the accessories that go with a reborn to you in terms of collecting? And I thought it was just a really great question. And I think this answer will absolutely vary from collector to collector because and I think that, all of us have just different kind of space constraints as well as financial constraints as well. Like for me, I have a young family, we have a smaller home, from a square footage perspective, but we live in like, great neighborhood and we really like our schools and that kind of thing. But our trade-off, and this is also, I think, part of the reality of living in California, is, we have less square footage in our home. So because of that, I do not have a dedicated nursery at all for my dolls. My dolls all have to share, they kind of all have to crowd into, our bedroom. And, I kind of usually have them, kind of tucked away. And this is also why, by the way, I haven't done like a nursery tour. I know people were wondering if they could kind of see how I store my babies. It is really not much to see. I mean, I have like a Moses basket with a few in there, and then I also have like several, like maybe 5 that are kind of sitting up, on like a little, kind of a bench type thing, and then I cover them with a blanket when I'm not handling them. Those are for reborns. And then my silicones are all like wrapped in blankets and in bassinet bags. And I have some boxes stacked up in my closet where, I'll kind of keep, 1 or 2 per box and stack them that way. So that's kind of how I store them. But yeah, it's not a very nice, neat, beautiful arrangement. So I am embarrassed to show anybody kind of what it looks like. Yeah. Anyway, it's not neat. It's and I don't have like a really big fancy nursery or anything like that. I definitely have a lot more babies than I have like accessories and stuff for them. I do have a lot of clothing. That for me is like the one thing that is a must. Like I definitely want to have like, a lot of outfit options for my babies, but oh my gosh, this is so cute on her. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is really cute on her. Here, let me, oh, look at this girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, sweet girl. Clara still takes my breath away, even though I've had her for a while. I've had her for 2 years, but oh my gosh. She is just really sweet. Let me just hold her again here. Oh. She's a sweet girl. Oh gosh. The Levi sculpt is just one of my favorites. It really is. It's just amazing. um, yeah, I have actually something to share with you guys. I don't think I shared this yet, but I put my name down for a spot to get a silicone Levi. I'm I'm not sure if I should or not. I think this sculpt is just one of my favorites. But I was literally just chatting with a Dolly friend about this tonight. That like I don't know, like I had two Saskias at one point, and of course for my portrait babies of my kids, I have duplicates, and so I think that's kind of different. But in general, I try to have, like, I don't want, because I have limited space, I don't necessarily want to have multiples of the same sculpt. But, a vinyl Levi and a silicone Levi, I might make an exception for that because Levi, I think, still to this day is like my favorite, Reborn sculpt. I just think this baby looks so beautiful and this sculpt looks amazing in so many different formats. So sorry to digress from the original topic, but I was just thinking about that a little bit. But yeah, in terms of like, but back to like the whole, the Reborn accessories, because I absolutely admire and love seeing the collectors who do have, like Kelly Girl has like a beautiful, like amazing nursery. Erica Jones has an awesome nursery too for her babies. And a lot of you guys who do have the space to have a nursery. I just think that's so much fun and so awesome. I absolutely would love to have that if we had the space. And I don't, and that's okay. Like I am more about the baby because it's more for me about the cuddle factor. But I do think a nursery adds to the realism. Like if you have like a real crib and like a full size crib and kind of like the nursery decor, like a rocker, like it really, like I think carries the realism to like a whole nother level in my opinion. Like because because it's not just about how realistic the baby looks, but there are things that you can do, like for example, giving the baby a lovey or something like that, that can add to the realism. You can just how you pose them. I just see these beautiful photos, especially when it's like a prototype baby, for example, where the artist has the baby posed in like a real crib. It looks so realistic. It really, really does, and I think it's awesome. Like so, like I think that just anything that would add to the realism, like if you have a diaper bag, and it's like, yeah, these babies don't actually wet their diapers, and so you don't wouldn't ever really like need something like that, but it does add to the realism. So yeah, if you have a diaper bag or toys for the baby, like little mobile. Just trying to think what else, like of course strollers and car seats, and all of the paraphernalia that goes with having a real baby. It absolutely adds to the realism and probably adds to that like experience of being a reborn mom. And I know for some of you out there and some of the collectors out there who can't have children or don't have children, or their children have like flown the coop and they miss all. I think all of us like enjoy the baby days or enjoy, and like we all love babies, right? That's why we're in this hobby. It kind of just carries it to like another level, to kind of be able to, it's like that pretend play. Um, I think for me, it's not such a big deal because I don't really role play with my dolls much. But you know what though? I know collectors, I think Kelly's a good example. I don't think she does a lot of role play in the sense of like, picking up the baby and like feeding it and, that sort of thing. But, and but yeah, but she does have like the most beautiful nursery, for her dolls, and I think it's awesome, and it's like this just sanctuary and happy place that she can go and just kind of be with her dolls and like hang out with them and sort of just enjoy the hobby, so I think there's like nothing wrong with that at all. Like I think it's all just whatever you have the space and finances for, and what to each our own, right? So, and then there are some who they have their, I think there was it was a tag from a long time ago. I think it was like they were saying like crib or shelf, because some collectors like insist like they want to display their babies in a crib, and they want to make sure they're displayed absolutely realistically. For me, that's not such a big deal. Like I don't feel like I have to have my babies displayed that way or anything like that, because I think most of the time They are, kind of covered with blankets to keep the dust off and tucked away if I'm not interacting with them, which is most of the time, right? So for me, I have like no problem with just kind of storing them away, and but there are probably some collectors who would go, "Oh my gosh, no, I would like never put my baby like in a box," and, or covered up, and they would want to have the baby out like as if it were a real baby. So I just think it's an interesting topic, and I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. Do you do you feel like how important are all the Reborn accessories to you, like the um, like pacifiers, for example. Like I don't even really like use pacifiers on my babies. Like, okay, let me see. I have this one. It seems like it's the opposite magnetism. Oh, okay. Nope, it's the right magnetism for Clara. But like, I mean, I think it looks great. It looks really, really cute on her. But my own babies never really took the pacifier, so I guess I haven't been like a huge pacifier Reborn silicone mommy. It's not a big deal for me. I'm just about the doll. Like, first and foremost, I like to hold them, I like to dress them, and I like to do videos for YouTube. Those are probably the primary things I enjoy. And then, of course, as an artist, I enjoy creating the dolls, and that's like super fun. But yeah, I'm not really like a big accessory person. Maybe I would be though if I had the space and if I had like an extra spare room, and if my husband was like, "Okay, honey, you can do whatever you want with this room." Yeah, maybe I would have a full-on nursery. That would be really fun. But so anyway, but I don't. So you guys have to just stare at my closet and stare at the babies, and just kind of chat with me. Anyway, thank you so much for listening and for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Would love to hear your thoughts and comments below. And Clara's going to say bye to her aunties. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.